Trouble with staff is that they all talk. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I remember interviewing some Hollywood greats who told me that basically their staff in the golden era of Hollywood were even on the payroll of things like Confidential, Globe, all that sort of stuff, because they were the ones that tipped off exactly what was going inside the households. And it does kind of make sense when you think about it, because obviously if you have a deranged star of that moment, whether that could be, say, the likes of Frances Farmer or Judy Garland going through one of her breakdowns or something like that, it's big bucks, big business. And of course, this is exactly what people sell. Now, as you know, Meghan Markle has a lot of problems because seemingly she can't hold of staff. She's been dubbed the Diva Duchess, the Demon Boss, killer in stiletto heels, that sort of stuff, known to make grown men cry. We've never locked horns, really, have we, Meghan? I'd like to see that happen. You get the picture. But moving forward, I think what's fascinating is this, because speaking to some ex-staff members who've been at the epicenter of the Montecito mansion, well, all's not really what it seems. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. You all right? No, I'm talking. Are you all right? Yes, yes. And well, yes, we'll have a wave. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Lovely to have your company. I'll just show you this. It's nice, isn't it? Just a little area I found here in London. I've got to find somewhere safe because, the increase of phone crime is getting terrible. It's frightening when you watch them online. Have you seen the speed of which they go? And I keep telling everybody, I'm almost becoming like the mobile phone police. Put your phone away, don't get it out here, that sort of thing. Even on the tube, if you are, be careful, or on the buses, somebody just comes along and snatches it. It's so crime infested right now. Frightening stuff, actually. Let me tell you. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. Now, I don't know if you saw this headline, but apparently according to Harry and Meghan, right, their children, yes, those children, Prince Archie and Prince Lily, or Lilibet, or Archie, whichever way round you want to call them, that nobody really ever sees. Well, apparently not only do they never see anybody, but they're unaware apparently of their royal connections. That's right. They have no idea that they are related to the British monarchy. And apparently they were at pains to point this out, because if you remember, Meghan Markle doesn't want that sort of association, but then burst into tears almost on Oprah Winfrey, claiming that His Majesty the King allowed, these titles not to be given, realising, of course, or not realising that, she couldn't really just demand these titles until a certain point. Harry knew, but once again, a little bit like the therapy stuff, couldn't be bothered to fill her in, you get the picture. But here's where it gets interesting, because according to a source, literally two in fact, who worked inside with them, they're very aware of their historical background. In fact, all the time they're surrounded by pictures of the late beautiful Princess Diana. Now, I don't know about you, if I was Prince Archie, I'd want to know, well, why is she called Princess? Even at 5 coming up 6, you kind of know, don't you? You're a little bit more together. Yes, I understand with Princess Lily, I get that, maybe not. But then, according to this source, Meghan in particular is always watching royal events on TV, pointing out exactly things, who His Majesty the King is, who Prince William is, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. She is teaching those children all about their royal ancestry. But apparently in public is too embarrassed or doesn't want to necessarily say the association. Now, one might say there could be a further fetch in this, because at some point Prince Archie and Lily are going to be very interested in their family, and more importantly, why they simply don't know them or have not been allowed to know them. I mean, that's what some people would suggest, right? But either way, moving forward, this is turning into something of a bit of a shambles, because many people know that both Harry and Meghan, and I told you recently that Harry himself is glued to the Remembrance Sunday, which is nice to know at least that he's paying his respects, but does miss that element of his life. And apparently it appears that Meghan Markle wants to make sure that her children are very aware of their heritage. So again, why would you not say that in public? And why would you be so embarrassed about it? More importantly, what's the true meaning behind it? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.